Alright, everybody, welcome back to CWRL's Fight Night at the Freedom Factory. We just completed our first round matchup between the Legion of Supermen and Number One Racing. Number One Racing got sent home packing. Legion of Supermen moved on to round two. They will bring 43 points with them. Meanwhile, we are about to see who is going to be facing them, and it'll be between the Intimidators, our new second place point holder, and Junior Nation. Junior Nation finished second in traffic jam qualifying and was able to secure that second seed, and now being all the way back as far as I believe it is 12th in points right now. They only have 338 points. They could definitely use a good performance here this evening. So for those Junior Nation fans, fingers crossed for you. Gonna see how this instantaneous qualifying lineup goes, and you can see those checker cars starting on the front row with the wrecker cars right behind them, and that'll be all she wrote for that. We are now ready to go trackside here to see which one of these teams will go on to challenge the points leaders, who are currently adding to their points lead. The father v son team, as it were, if you're thinking of how these two teams were inspired. Definitely one of our more interesting matchups in CWRL when it occurs. Always enjoy seeing the Intimidators go up to face Junior Nation, no matter who's where in the point standings. And you can see the pace car coming off of turn 4 here. Green flag is out, and our second matchup of round 1 is now underway. You can see the wrecker car for Junior Nation pulling out front early with these checkers cars. That is definite penalty point territory right there, as you have just seen the Intimidators checker car get wrecked by the checker car for Junior Nation. Just did not let up at all, and before you know it, boom, right in the wall, and both of them have now fallen back because of it. The checker car for Junior Nation back in 6th, and the Intimidators checker car, I believe, back in 8th. And yes, the checker car for the Intimidators is back in 8th, and Junior Nation would be paying a points penalty if they had the points to give in the round. The points do not apply to your overall championship total. But definitely 25-point penalty on Junior Nation. Even if they win the heat, if both teams are tied, they will be sent home. Because then we would look at their score and say, well, you got that 25-point penalty. So 8 minutes remaining in this first round matchup. Checkers cars for both Junior Nation and the Intimidators get caught up in chaos early. So you can see that the checker car for Junior Nation has battled his way back up into the 3rd position after having lost a lot of ground to the leaders when he wrecked and took out the Intimidators checker car and a traffic jammer in the process. You see battle for 6th position on the track as the checkers car for the Intimidator tries to complete the pass and will successfully do that and try and battle for that 5th position at the same time. He'll get that one too. Checkers car for the Intimidators on a mission to chase down these leaders. He has a long way to go, though. So you can see the Wreckers cars here for the Intimidators and Junior Nation still running out front. But the Checkers car for Junior Nation trying to chase these leaders back down. And he has just 6:45 remaining to do it. Still plenty of time to get something done, to make something happen, to get some points for your team. See, pretty spread out on the track right now. Not too much chaos going on as the checkers car for Junior Nation still trying to catch back up to the leaders here. And you can see that the checkers car for the Intimidators has also gotten back up into the 4th position, has cleared all of those traffic jammers, and sets his sights on this lead pack. Still quite a ways to go, though. But you can see that a traffic jammer is in this picture here. One of Junior Nation's traffic jammers. So you can see there being 3 points for the taking for the Intimidators, as they definitely don't want to advance into round 2 with nothing. These teams want to be able to make the most of every round they can, score as many points as possible. And right now, these wreckers are stinking up the show. So you can see the wrecker car for Junior Nation in a very distant... Whoa, hello here. What do we have? A traffic jammer that just became lap traffic quickly here and has halted some of Junior Nation's progress. Halted a battle for 3rd and 2nd. But gives 0 resistance to his teammate now, as that checker car for Junior Nation continues to try and catch back up to the lead here. So we are down to 4.5 minutes remaining in this first round matchup. The wreck will be reviewed to confirm, but no points really have been, well, 3 points have been scored by, I believe, the Intimidators. Well, not yet, but they're trying for some points. Well, you can see the checker car for Junior Nation takes the 2nd spot away, setting his sights on the traffic jammer ahead of him and subsequently the leader beyond that. You can see the checkers car for the Intimidators has worked through a bunch of Junior Nation traffic jammers, scoring some points for the team. You can see that wrecker car for the Intimidators getting a little bit of contact from his teammate there. So we're down to 2:55 remaining in this first round matchup. Junior Nation trying to put more of those traffic jammers down and catch up to the Intimidators. May have a 25-point penalty levied against them for wrecking the Intimidator checker car. Checkers cars are not allowed to wreck one another. Meanwhile, you can see that the record car for Junior Nation still in the lead, has 3 traffic jammers between him and second place. See Junior Nation scoring 3 more points for their cause, but it might be a helpless one as they have to score 25 points before we start counting their points if that penalty holds up. Down to the final 90 seconds of this first round matchup. Intimidators holding the advantage over Junior Nation. You can see the checkers car has cleared all that lap traffic, sets his sight on the leader. If he can make that pass in this final minute here, he could get those victory points, and those victory points would cancel out that penalty. Well, you can see the Intimidators checker car not having the best time right now in a very distant fourth, not too far from being lapped here. We're going to switch to chopper mode. So you're down to the final 30 seconds of this round. Intimidators trying to score as many points as they possibly can. They have cleared 2 of those traffic jammers. You can see the leader not too far ahead of them. So the Intimidators have gotten at least 6 points. Going to be the white flag next time by, as time will expire here. And time has expired, so the next lap will be the final lap here. So you can see the record car for Junior Nation continuing to show the pace. And that'll do it for this first round matchup. We need to review the quick footage here in the beginning to see if the checker car for Junior Nation did indeed wreck the checker car for the Intimidators. That'll pretty much seal any fate they have, and considering they did not score 25 points, pause that. Oh, why you want to look at me? You don't want to look at me. Definitely not the greatest performance for the Intimidators, but let's take a look real quick here. Boom. There it is. Takes himself out in the progress. And wow, that traffic jammer for Junior Nation. Quite the rollover there. But he never recovers from that. Definitely did not score enough points to overcome that, to have a measurable score. So they will go home with 0, and the Intimidators will move on to round 2. But taking a look at where they are running, see, he has lapped 2 of those traffic jammers for a grand total of 6 points on the round. Junior Nation will go home with 10 points today. Not a good fight night performance for them. Pretty pathetic, I must say. Sorry to see them go down that way, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, really. So, Intimidators, round 2, 6 points. So, 37-point advantage for the Legion of Supermen going into round 2, but anything can happen. I mean, Legion of Supermen got into the points lead by having a wrecker car get DQ'd on lap 4, and they wound up scoring 570 points on that round just because of that right there. So, that being said, we will set up the next matchup in round 1 for you. We got the Candymen going up against Hello Newman. So stay with us here for more CWRL Fight Night action.